And welcome back one final time here from Vaught Hemingway Stadium. Brad Logan alongside David Johnson to my right, Jared Redding to my left. The 247 Sports team is very happy to provide coverage today as the Rebels defeat the Troy Trojans with a final score of 28-10. And David, a lot of people like to talk about quarterback. We saw a lot of Jackson Dart early.
Yeah, we did. And, I think Jackson had threw for maybe 67 yards at the half. Lane tried to put the ball in the air a little bit more in the third quarter. Jackson played okay today. Not great, but he played okay all the way up until, as Lane pointed out, the last couple of drives of the game. Luke Altmaier got in the fourth quarter, but, whether or not you think he got a fair shot or not, it was late in the game. Now, what Lane has told us is that next week, when the Rebels play Central Arkansas, the roles will be reversed. Luke Altmaier is drawing the start. Jackson Dart will be the relief man. So, there are a lot of people saying, well, maybe Lane doesn't know who the quarterback is. I think those people are right. He explained it kind of in the light of the NFL has a preseason. This is kind of Ole Miss's preseason, and they're still trying to figure out their quarterback situation.
At the beginning of the game, the video board noted 2 quarterbacks as the starting quarterbacks. We still don't know very much. Jared, let's stay on that side of the ball and look at the running back room. We saw Zach Evans look really good. Quinshon Judkins, the freshman, looked maybe a little bit better. And then you've got Ulysses Bentley. It's a loaded room.
Yeah, it was one of the things, and I guess one of the funniest things that Lane talked about when you talk about Quinshon Judkins, we saw him all throughout camp, saw him as a guy, one of the newcomers that have really stood out so far. Just saying, he was probably just angry at the state of Alabama. Of course, playing an Alabama team, he was just running angry out there. He had 87 yards rushing. Zach Evans having 130 yards on the ground. David and I were just talking about it. This is a good backfield. They had 200 yards rushing at the half. Finished slightly above that at the end of the game, but there's a lot of promise there, especially as we kind of look forward through this quarterback situation and what's going to pan out with that. But I think Ole Miss is good in hands with their ground game.
And David, before we let everybody go today, the defense played really well. We knew it would be a Chris Partridge defense that was going to look pretty good from everything we've seen in fall camp, but they look really good specifically early.
Yeah, I think the Ole Miss defense looked incredible today. And, I think you point towards Chris Partridge, the energy he's brought to this team. And these guys played with that kind of energy today, to be honest with you. And, look, Troy is not a bad football team. You look at the scoreboard, you go 28-10, kind of, middle of the road, probably not what you wanted, but this is not a bad team. Not a bad. I'm going to buy me one of those things to mow my yard. Anyway, an okay effort by Ole Miss today. There's work to be done all over the place, but a win is a win. As Lane said, you can't be 2-0 if you're not 1-0. So we'll take it.
Yeah, the depth is definitely there, both on offense and defense. We saw a lot of today, a lot of ways that Ole Miss can improve without question. They'll get that opportunity next Saturday right here inside Vaught Hemingway Stadium against the Central Arkansas Bears. We'll have full coverage for you, of course, after today's game. And, of course, the upcoming games starting with Central Arkansas and then continuing throughout the year at Rebs247.com. Inside the Rebels, an affiliate of 247 Sports. For David Johnson, Jared Redding, for Tyler Comas behind the camera, I'm Brad Logan. We'll talk to you soon on Inside the Rebels.